So hi, our next sorting algorithm is counting sort. Okay, so counting sort we have done bucket sort. I hope you have watched that video and then come to this counting sort. Okay, even if it's not related, but still it's going in a sequence, just a best way. So I am uploading in sequence only, so please watch in a sequence, sorting and all. So if you like my videos, please do subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon. Okay, and this will boost my confidence that people are actually watching. So if you love watching my videos, please do subscribe. And now let's start here, counting sort. So counting sort, here you can understand that this is a point. Okay, so this is a like some constant here. Counting sort can only be applied if the range of the numbers are already known. So you cannot just, if you don't know the range of the numbers, you cannot apply counting sort. So for counting sort, to apply counting sort, we have to know the range of the numbers. So here let's say the range is 1 to 5. Okay, so then here we have this unsorted elements. So we have to sort them with the help of counting sort. So what we are doing, so we have to know, first thing is we have to know the range. Then kind of data structure kind of thing is done, where k cells are there. Here 1 to 5 are there. So let's say 1 2 3 4 5, 5 cells are there. Now what we have to do, so now I will tell you. So first 2 is there, so means the element 2 is there. So what we will do, just put a line, vertical line, I think vertical line here, and do just go on. Now next, again 2 is present, again 2 is present, this is done, again 2 is present. So what we will do, just put a cross here and say second is coming 2 times, means 2 is coming 2 times. Now I will tell you, please go watch. Okay, so just don't stop watching, it's not difficult, it's very easy. Okay, so then 3 is here, just put a 1 here. Okay, so now 4 is here, so put the 1 here. 4 done, then 1 put here, then 5 put a 1 here, done. Then 1 is coming 2 times, so let's say write 2 here. Then 5 is coming again, so just cross it and put 2 here. So now we can how we can easily know how this sorted order. See, this was unsorted, not in ascending, not in descending. So ascending order sorted order is coming as, see here we just check 1 2 3 like this, go sequential. 1, it has 2, it has got 2 in it, so 2 times 1 will be present, 1 1. Then 2 times 2 is present, so 2 times 2 is present. 1, 3 has got 1, means 3, 1 time 3 is present. 4 is present. 5 is present 2 times, so 5. So you can see this is our sorted order. So this was our unsorted order. We have done like a data structure, k cells are present. So whenever one element is present, cross it out and then put a tick here and then put 1 here. Then again if that element is present somewhere, put a cross and then number 2, number 3. If another thing was like 5 was present here, so we have to put a cross here, then write 3 and 5 here, like this it will go on. So the constraint here is we have to know the range first before doing all this. Now we will see time complexity and space complexity. Okay, so now let's see time complexity here. So now time complexity, how it can be done. So Tn is equals to, let's see, this array has got n elements, so n times it is needed. Now this cell has got this data structure has got k number of cells, so n plus k, order of n plus k. So this n is coming from all this elements, n number of elements it is coming. See, not n plus n, because here you can see this has got k cells, but here 2 is present 2 times, 4 is present 1 times, 5 is present 3 times, like this. So it is not n plus n, it is n plus k. Here the range is the k. Okay, so the range is the k here. So we have to add k, not n again. So it is coming as order of n plus k. Be very careful here. It is not order of n plus n, and which is not order of n, because we have to find out number of k cells here. So that is important, because in this we have to scan this array, first array once and then second data structure once. So this is scanning this, all this, like this, and also this is scanning, this k is scanning like this. So n plus k. I hope you have understood. Now time complexity is done. So now next is space complexity. So space complexity is coming as 3 extra. This n was already given, this range was already given, and not range, I mean this elements are already given. So the extra what we are needing, 6 space complexity extra what we are needing. So we are needing extra this k cells. See, these k cells are needed, so it is order of k. Okay, so this extra k cells are needed, so that's why we need order of k. So time complexity is order of n plus k, and the space complexity is order of k. So now there is a disadvantage here. Okay, see, already we have seen this has got a constraint that we have to know the range first, then only we can apply this algorithm. Okay, so disadvantage is coming as disadvantage. So if we have to know this range first, so that is a disadvantage 0.1. So let's say this range is, let's say, 1 to 1000. So you can think this 1 and this k cell, this here we have got 5 cells, but when the range is coming from 1 to 5 to 1 to 1000, we have to create a data structure which has got 1 to 1000 cells. So it will be huge. But if this in that and if we are getting a sequence like 1, then 1000, then let's say 2, 3, 4, something. So this will be like wastage of lot of space, because it will have from 1 to let's say 1000 cells are there. So we will put 1, 2, 3, 4, 1000. So 1 will be there, 2 will be there, 3, then 4, and 1. So much of space is wasted. So this is a big disadvantage of this algorithm. So here we can understand that because of this range we have to know we are at a disadvantage of this. Okay, so but we have to know this algorithm, and time complexity I have shown you how it is coming. So you have to go and scan this array once and this once, so it will take order of n plus k. Time complexity and spaces, we are taking extra this k cells, so k. So this is basically our counting sort. Okay, so we will move on to our next algorithm now.